Be careful, oh my goodness. Marek almost just fell on the camera.
We are Sarah and Marek. In October 2020, we left our home country of South Africa and set out to see the world using budget travel strategies to make our travels last as long as possible. From working on a traditional winery in Georgia, to a sailboat in Turkey, to attempting to hitchhike over 1,800 kilometers in 4 days, our budget travels have by no means been boring or uneventful. We can't wait to see what's next.
Firstly, good morning. Secondly, if you haven't watched our previous video, you might be wondering, where the heck are you guys and why are you hiking out with all of your luggage? So we have been at a Workaway on an island here in Croatia for the past 2 weeks in a beautiful destination, and now it's time to leave and head to our next adventure. And the reason we're hiking out is because the little boat that was used to bring us in when we arrived with all our luggage broke down the other day.
And on top of the boat being broken down, our host is actually also not able to give us a lift, which means that we are having to hitchhike to a town called Stadigrad. Now it seems okay, but we have to be in Stadigrad before 11:30 because that's when the ferry leaves, and it is now 8:20.
It's only 14 kilometers that we have to hitchhike now, but it's quite crucial because if we miss the ferry at 11:30, the next one is at 5:30, which means that we would most likely miss any chance of getting a bus to our last destination for the night. And we've already booked and paid for our accommodation. Fingers crossed it all goes according to plan.
Where's everybody? As you can see, we are here and we are trying to get there. By car, you go all the way around the island, whereas if we just walk, we'd go up and over there. Much faster.
Nope. Off he goes.
He was about to stop.
And then?
I think he got scared by the camera. You know?
Oh. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm gonna put you away.
We haven't had too much luck in this little spot over here. We've been waiting for about 45 minutes now, so we're just gonna take a little walk further up the road and see if that brings better fortune. Also, there's a fork in the road there that connects the other part of the village. So maybe we've been standing in the wrong spot the whole time.
Okay, so it is now 10:01. We've been waiting around for a while now and no one has wanted to pick us up. We've had quite a few cars come past. So we don't really know what to do now. The time is just going.
There's a car. There's a car.
A car. Nope.
There's too much to ask just to have a nice travel day. An easy one.
Thank you so much. First ride.
I got somewhere at least. That was only about 5 kilometers, but
It's something.
At least we're moving forward. Ooh. The ferry leaves in 35 minutes.
If you've ever wondered what the villages on an island in Croatia look like. Oh. Please say yes, please say yes. Nope. Bye car. If you've ever wondered what little villages on an island in Croatia look like, here you have it. There's a lot of vineyards, a lot of olive groves, and little houses everywhere, lots of them made of stone. It's very picturesque.
3, 2, 1, and that's it. The ferry has just left and we're still on the wrong side of the mountain. It's days like today when we really just question this whole budget traveling thing. Well, just once, we would like a day, we arrive at our accommodation when the sun is still up. So what that means is that we now have 6 hours until the next ferry leaves. But the problem with that is that the ferry will arrive into Split at 7:30, which means that it will be completely dark already. And then we're still going to have to find a bus because we have just researched that there are still buses running, meaning that we'll arrive in the town of where we're staying at 9:15. It's going to be a really long day. not in Stadigrad just yet. We're in a place called Jelsa, which is the town just before it. So we are now 9 kilometers away. 12 o'clock. Ferry leaves in 5.5 hours. You think we're gonna get there? 45 minutes.
Thank you so much. Oh my goodness.
5 hours later.
5 hours. Oh my goodness. I can't believe we're here.
This is exactly where it started. This is where our journey
This
on the island
is.
started.
At the little supermarket.
We just went to the shop, got ourselves some food for both supper as well as our wait now. It is currently 10 to 2 and the ferry comes at 5:30.
Just random guy in the back.
So we have got just over 3 hours to wait. Split, please. 2. Yes, please. Just got our tickets. Looks like we might get there today. Jokes, it's a bit dramatic. We'll definitely get there today. It's just much later than we anticipated. Not a bad place there.
How beautiful is the sunset?
Honestly, I've been struggling with this part for about 5 minutes now, so I'm just gonna say it. So the snowball effect of us actually having missed that ferry earlier is that we'll only arrive at our accommodation between 9 and 10 this evening. Now you might think to yourself, like, between 9 and 10, that's okay. Now that is. But the problem is that, like for me, I'll only be able to start editing at 10 o'clock this evening, and I've got a video to finish this evening, which means that I'll be working well into tomorrow morning. Like for Sarah, and this is the worst part about it all, she's actually teaching at 2:30 tomorrow morning. Now usually when she's teaching so early in the morning, she likes to get a nice early start or early time to bed between 7 and 8 in the evening, and now she'll only be able to go to bed at 10 o'clock this evening as well, which means that the next few days it'll be quite tough because of this one little mistake of having missed the ferry. Now this is the part of the travels that we don't often show you guys. We do so much planning and so much work goes on behind the scenes to make sure that we get these ferries and we get the trains and stuff. But there's always something that goes wrong. There's always something that gets in our way of getting to the place where we need to at the right time.
And today is a perfect example because it's literally taken us the whole day.
The entire day.
And the distance is like the distance to the time it's taken is just ridiculous. There's no like logic to it taking this much time to travel like 60 kilometers. It's just insane. Or no other way to put it, it's just insanity that it's taking us this long.
But there is always positives though. We bought some nice food earlier. We're gonna have some gnocchi with some pesto. We're going onto a ferry now, which we don't often have the chance to do.
Yeah.
So there are always upsides. But it's just a bit frustrating and a bit tiring when these things do go wrong like this. And it's just been happening to us so often lately, although we've been putting in so much planning. Okay, but that's enough.
Enough complaints.
Enough complaints. We're here in Croatia on an island, sunset, going onto a ferry. Things could definitely be a whole lot worse. But the ferry has just arrived.
Time to go.
Let's go take a little boat ride. We've just arrived back into Split. We're actually here a whole half an hour earlier than expected, which gives us a little glimmer of hope for maybe catching an earlier bus, but now we have to rush because we're not too sure where we're going. Got about a 10-minute walk all the way up this road, and we're going to the local bus stop. So we're taking a local bus line instead of like an actual bus company. Just drawn some cash as well. Things are looking positive.
This is it. 37. Yes.
My shoulders are literally numb. I can't feel them anymore. But we got to our bus nearly an hour earlier than what I thought we were going to get here.
Yay.
Okay. Let's do it. Okay.
1, 2, 14.
This is the nicest bus stop we have ever been to. We'll quickly show you why. How cool is that? It's such like a little canal here with boats. We just got off the bus right over here. In other news, we have made it to the town called Croatia. We've now got 4.5 kilometers left. And for this part of the journey, we have to catch an Uber. So it's the easiest part of the journey, hopefully.
Oh my goodness. What is even happening? And?
Taxi driver doesn't know how to get there.
What do you mean?
He doesn't know how to get there.
Maybe that's why they're all cancelling. Do you have to go by boat or something?
I don't understand.
We've been trying Uber and Bolt for the past half an hour and all of the drivers keep dropping us.
Our last little roll of the dice, we have messaged our Airbnb host to find out if he maybe knows of a way to get to him. And he has just told us that he will come and fetch us in 20 minutes, which is amazing. But now I suppose this is as good a time as any to tell you exactly why we have come here, why we actually found ourselves here. We were actually supposed to be at another Workaway today, but unfortunately, just yesterday, that host told us that she unfortunately caught the virus, so we were basically left stranded. We had nowhere to go. And last night, sitting at about 10 or 11, we were sitting trying to figure out a plan H, F, whatever it is. We had gone through so many backup plans, and we now found ourselves here for the next few days. So this was never planned, but luckily we found a place to stay, and the Workaway, the Airbnb host, is coming to fetch us. It is now 9:30. It's been going for 13 and a half hours. Now we've got about 20 minutes left, and we should get it.
Thank you so much for coming to fetch us.
You're welcome.
It is currently 10:05, so that has been 14 hours and 5 minutes, and we've just arrived. Today has been very difficult, but we're gonna have our first hot shower in nearly 2 weeks.
I'm so excited.
We're gonna have some good food, and unfortunately, start working. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you in the next time.
It's tough to talk and walk.